Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of What's Cooking with the Bear. Today we are going to make Brussels sprouts. Not just any old Brussels sprouts, not just the old steamed Brussels sprouts. We're going to make maple bacon roasted Brussels sprouts. I like roasted Brussels sprouts. I love bacon. And that little bit of kick of maple in there should make these things really good. I've never made this recipe before, so come along and see how it turns out. Alright y'all, get started here. We need to prep our Brussels sprouts. I have already rinsed them off and dried them. I did that yesterday. Let them sit and air dry. But you know, these are fresh, so we need to trim the stems off, pull off any bad leaves or anything. Real super easy. You know, just trim them. Anything that looks bad, you know, pull it off. If they look good, just slice them in half and keep going. So and little ones like that, like it has a really bad spot in it, we're just gonna slice it right down the middle, pull some of them dark leaves off, you know, and just gonna keep going. So alright, I'm gonna work on doing this, shut the camera off, come back whenever we get all prepped. Alright y'all, got those all cut up and everything. So now we're going to prep them to roast them, and recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. So, and the original recipe calls for 1 pound of the Brussels sprouts. I've probably got a little extra, so we may have to adjust the recipe a little bit, but I'm going to drizzle that over there. Get that all in there. And then next it says 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. So I got our maple syrup here, and I think I'm going to put a little extra in because, like I said, I got extra Brussels sprouts in there. So there's 3. We're going to put 1 more in just for good measure. We can add more later on down the road when we have to, or if we have to, I should say, not when we have to. Now it calls for a teaspoon or half a teaspoon of salt. So I'm gonna do this old school. That looks about right. And then a 1/4 teaspoon freshly ground black pepper. So, alright. Now, got my spatulas out and gonna toss it to coat everything. So, now, again, the original recipe called for 4 strips of bacon cut into 1/2-inch chunks, mixed in here raw. I want the bacon to be a little more mixed in, so I'm going to use the pre-done bacon, and it's real fine crumbles, so I'm going to grab that and we'll get that mixed in. Alright y'all, I got the real bacon bits, and this is real bacon, so, and I'm going to, you know, just adding to my heart's desire. We'll mix that up and see how that looks, because I want the bacon to be I want bacon in every bite. You know what I'm saying? You know, just like that maple syrup, give that a little bit of sweetness. You know, I want the bacon in there too. So, and when we roast these things, it will, you know, the bacon flavor will, you know, come out and, you know, get with everything else. So, sure, if you wanted to use like maple bacon, that would even add a little more to it. So, alright, I think that looks good. I'm going to grab my baking sheet here, move my stuff off my stove. Got my baking sheet here. Just going to get all that goodness out of the bowl. Get it onto the baking sheet here. And then we're going to spread these out into a nice single layer. And we're going to roast these things at 400 for a total of about 20 to 30 minutes. But you want to check them about halfway through, rotate them, spread them, you know, mix them around, turn them over, do all that. So, alright. We got a lot of bacon over here, so we're going to move that around a little bit. There we go. Alright. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm going to pop these suckers in the oven and get them roasted. And we'll bring you guys back whenever we get that accomplished. So, y'all sit back, relax, and hang out. And, you know, while you're doing that, alright, y'all, why don't y'all hit that halfway through cooking. So, we're going to bring these things out. Oh, they're looking good. Of course, my pan's like really whopper jawed there. No. Alright. Well, see if we can get some of this juices back up in there. Get all that goodness up in there. Got my other spatula here. Yeah, we're toasting them things. Toasting and tossing, tossing and toasting. Alright. Alright. They're looking yumminess. Get them back down into a single layer again. Man, I'm getting disappointed in this pan. So, alright. Get them things back in the oven. That was like 12 minutes. So, I'm going to put them back in. Cook them for another 12-15 minutes, something like that. And we'll check them, and hopefully they are nicely roasted. So, we'll bring you all back when we do that. Second round of bacon. Roasting, I should say. Ooh. Now we did get some charring on some of the stuff out on the sides, but yeah, I think the rest of it, yeah, I think the rest of it looks pretty dang good. Alright, that looks awesome, y'all. Alright. Let me grab my pan here that we're going to take these to a family gathering. So, I'm going to get me out of my transport pan, get them put in it, and we'll come back and do a little tasty test. Alright, y'all. We got them transferred over. When I was mixing these things up, I thought I was going to surely have a whole lot more in that pan than what it is, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, there you have it. So let's do our taste test now. All right, y'all, time for the taste test. Like I said, these are going to a family gathering, so I can't have a big heaping helping of them. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that I don't like them so much that I eat the whole pan before I can go, but you know, it is what it is. But we got one here, so. That's really good. I can taste the bacon. The sweetness of the maple syrup goes really well with that Brussels sprout, so I think we got a winner, y'all. So, alright, I'm off to the family gathering. Y'all sit back, you know, hang out, relax, whatever you want to do. Do the dishes for me while you're here, so when I get home I don't have to do them, but so anyways, love y'all. Thank y'all for staying around watching. Please, if you would, hit that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, get all the notifications, everything we do here in the kitchen, out in the garage, at the tractor pulls, or wherever we happen to be at the time. So again, appreciate it, y'all. Love y'all, and as always, bon appetit.